as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 17th ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out, it's Hawkins. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking deep to the right side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. I love the fact we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. To the 45. Finds room at the 30. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To the air, it's Lagway. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the scouting report says these guys like to mix in some option, and here it is early in this game, and they're trying to establish it. Nice pitch here and a big gain for the offense.
And he keeps it going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, third and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Back to throw. It's Russell. Looking to scramble. Pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Looking for his back. That's reeled in. It's Young. He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Wants to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bama.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Quick dart to the right. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Hale. He stopped him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Defense is coming after him. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, and got rid of the football.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes that handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Gets loose. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
3rd and long. He'll try to pass it again from his own end zone. What a catch! Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Gators will bring their punt team on the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Sack sets up 2nd down. Scanning the field. It's Russell. Nice grab. It's Williams. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the return will be brought down. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He fires it down the middle. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Grab down the middle. It's Hale. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Ball scooped up by the defense. Touchdown, Gators. All the way back for a scoop and score. This place going crazy. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scored before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 39. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback.
Looking to throw it deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage as you like the ball in the end zone. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up. And looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. And suddenly they're across midfield at the 47 after that one big play. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Back-to-back deep shots. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. The pocket breaking down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Wow, what a play. What a rocket for an arm he has.
That's unbelievable to watch a guy put the ball that far into the air. You're thinking it's got no chance to be answered, and boom, a touchdown.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to start the second half. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Dropping back. It's Russell. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he runs that about. That's a big gainer there. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. And think about the playmakers that they've had over the...
The pass is intercepted.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Going backwards to open up this series. 2nd down and 16 now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lane.
Great screen over the right side. Can they chase it down? Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on a screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now. The Gators pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Misses the receiver. Incomplete. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He escapes the pocket. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Gators. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. They tackle on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. And the returner is brought down. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down now at the 44. A lot can change in one play. Suddenly this offense out near midfield. Now here he goes. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Hawkins. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
The completion makes it second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And his first throw here is incomplete. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Gators will have to kick it away. This will be his 4th punt tonight. Touchdown, tied. A huge special teams score. A special teams touchdown, potential momentum-changing play in this game.
Well, that was just a thing of beauty to watch this return. The gunners were flying down. He's able to avoid them, picks up a couple blocks, and then you could see him gaining momentum and confidence as he was getting downfield, eventually all the way to the end zone.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Coverage team brings down the returner. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Zips it down the middle. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. On the run, it's Clark. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position of...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Caught. He's wide open. Look out. He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking downfield. It's Russell. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here. It'll be 55 yards. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll run it from the gun. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Working tight windows. It's Russell. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And the clock has stopped here as we reach the final 2 minutes of play. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback,
touchdown, Bama. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at around 14. They'll change the pre-snap look now. To throw, it's Lagway. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
Look out, room to run here.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
A tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Ball handed to the running back. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a 1st down at the 21.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
And now time for one final play that obviously has to go into the end zone to see if they can tie it up.
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
They get a touchdown as time expires. What a performance by this offense to come through in the clutch. This whole crowd seems to be breathing a sigh of relief. They can tie it here with the extra point or roll the dice and go for the win.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. And he's not going to get there. The defense makes a stand to win the game. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.